Hey everybody, how you doing today? It's Dr. Russell Brokstein, your top-rated Freehold, New Jersey chiropractor. And today I just wanted to discuss back to school. So I'm going to wait a second before I start getting into the topic. See if anyone jumps on board. And with children going back to school around the country, different regions go back to school at different times of the year. Some areas like Florida started going back, a month ago. Here in New Jersey, kids started going back to school last week. They're already having a couple of days off this week for the Jewish holidays. But with kids going back to school, I wanted to discuss a couple things because now with the kids in school, they're going to be carrying their heavy backpacks again, playing sports, sitting at the desk, texting a lot, playing games on their phones, which they do all summer long also. But many of these things actually cause different types of problems with your kids, causing pain and problems with their necks and the backs. So it's very important to be aware if your children are complaining of pain, not to ignore it. So the first thing that I want to discuss with you is children and their backpacks. Many times kids are carrying backpacks that are just way too heavy for them, putting a lot of stress and tension on the neck and the shoulders, also on their back. Many of the guidelines say that backpacks should not weigh more than 10 to 15% of their body weight. So make sure that you are checking your children's backpacks to make sure they're not too heavy, and also make sure that you properly distribute the books and the other items in the backpack so it's not lopsided, because that also can cause a lot of spinal problems with your children. Another thing that we want to look at are the cell phones. Kids are playing on their cell phones and their laptops, and when they're on these things, they usually have their head tilted down. Like right now I'm doing this video and I'm actually holding the phone and camera directly in front of me looking at it, so I'm properly positioned to keep the stress and tension away from my neck and shoulders. But a lot of times kids will be down like this with their head tilted down, and it can cause a condition called text neck or tech neck. And it's not just for adults. This is something that children are experiencing also, and it can cause neck pain, shoulder pain, and even headaches. Kids sitting at their desks all day in school for long periods of time. The schools and the school desks and the chairs are not ergonomically correct, and can cause a lot of other issues with the spine and can develop into pain. Something that I see a lot and hear a lot are, kids when they're home studying, they're actually laying on their stomach with the laptop or books in front of them, and that is going to add additional stress to the areas, and we want to try and limit as much stress to the spine as we can. Another thing I wanted to discuss are fall sports. Kids are getting back into their soccer and mostly football. Those two sports. There are some other sports that kids will start playing soon, like basketball. There are a lot of injuries that can occur from playing sports. So what I would like you to know, and this is our back to school health tips, is don't ignore your children. A lot of times, people will say, oh, my son was saying that his back hurts, but oh, he's just 5 years old, how can his back hurt? It hurts. And, kids know when there is something wrong. It's usually the adults that ignore these things, but, kids will tell you if they're having neck pain, headaches, or back pain. And those pains and symptoms are signals that, something should be done, something should be checked. Now, there are different avenues that, people can take. And the one thing that, as a chiropractor, I want to educate you and the public about is nobody should be taking these pain medications, Tylenol, even over-the-counter stuff like Tylenol or Advil. And definitely children should not be taking these things. So it is very important that kids have spines too. Chiropractic is not just for adults. I always get the question, well, when should someone start going to see a chiropractor? And I said, well, everyone has a spine. Everyone should have their spine checked. It's just like teeth. You don't wait till you have problems with your children's teeth to start bringing them to the dentist. As soon as kids have teeth, they start brushing the teeth. You start teaching them, take care of it. It's a preventative and maintenance measure. And chiropractic is very similar. And getting kids under chiropractic care not only will help prevent the stresses from sitting at the school desk all day, carrying the heavy backpacks, being on their computers, texting on their phones, playing their sports, but there are many health benefits for your children to get adjusted. Chiropractic adjustments can help boost your children's immune systems. So being back in school, a lot of kids will, get more sick, but a lot of people discuss, like the germ theory. Well, if germs are truly the cause of, people being sick, then why don't all the kids in the classrooms get sick? It always seems like there's those same 5 or 6 kids that are the ones getting sick all the time. Then the average child in the room, 10, 15, 20 of them, get sick here and there. And then there's the 5 or 6 kids that never get sick at all. So they're all being exposed to the same germs. But the thing is those kids that are not getting sick are doing things to have stronger immune systems. And there are studies that show chiropractic children, kids that get adjusted, have stronger immune systems. So give your children that benefit of things that chiropractic can give to them. Okay, so chiropractic's not just about neck and back pain. It's about overall helping people's bodies function to their optimal abilities. And so many benefits. We've seen children in our office that we've helped save from getting tubes in their ears, relieving ear infections, relieving colitis. We recently had someone bring in their infant that wasn't having bowel movements, and their pediatrician just said, oh, one day the kid will have bowel movements. But unfortunately, the child was in so much pain, and the mother was a patient of ours. She brought the baby into us, I believe it was about 6 months old, and we adjusted the child, and the next day the mother emailed us and said, thank you so much, my daughter finally had a bowel movement again. Of course their pediatrician said it was just coincidence, but these are things that parents need to know. Chiropractic can benefit children. So if you have children and they do get adjusted, please comment below on this video and share your experience on how your children are benefiting under chiropractic care. Now, getting back to school, I want to wish everybody a great school year, not only the children, but all the teachers that put in such hard work over the next 9 months. With not only their normal school time, but the after-hour activities that they put in. Teachers, get under a lot of stress and tension too. So chiropractic is for everybody, everybody of all ages, from time you were born to, older geriatric ages. We've helped, fortunately over the past 20 years, people of all ages, literally from day of birth, within hours, all the way up to 92 years old is the oldest patient that I've worked on. So, let's spread the word about what chiropractic is. And with back to school, if you have children, bring them in and get their spines checked. It's so important. It helps prevent future problems. In our office, not only do we adjust all of our patients, but we show every patient, including children, proper stretching to do every day. It's just like brushing teeth. It's a spinal hygiene activities to do every day, 5 to 8 minutes of stretching to help them feel better and prevent future problems. If you have any questions, comment below. Feel free to private message me. And if you like your children to get checked in our office, give us a call, 732 780-0044, or you can check our website at www.chiropractorfreehold.com. If you like this video, please like, show a little love below, and share this with other people so kids are not experiencing any back pain, neck pain, or headaches during this school year. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on one of our future episodes.